Friends, today also we are going to deal with the logical reasoning. This is the last class of logical reasoning, and today we will discuss about the Hetvabhasas, okay, and the kinds of fallacies connected to it and how it will come and it process. All these things we will discuss in today's class. So be attentive to the class, then only you are able to understand. We have to study a lot of Sanskrit words here, so we can start on with the class. Hetvabhasas. That is Hetvabhasas. What is the meaning of it? It's a fallacy of inference. What we infer from a thing, we are making some mistakes in it. Inference means we are making an understanding something. That become a kind of fallacy or mistake. Mistake in the reasoning. This is what we call this Hetvabhasas. Okay. Bad argument appears to be good. Even though it is bad, we feel that it is good. That is our problem. Next is middle term appears to be reason but is not valid reason. Middle term, middle term is the word that appears in both. That is in the first premise as well as in the second premise. That is what we call as middle term. We feel that it is the reason, but it will not be the reason. That is the problem there. And it is what we call for the middle term in Sanskrit hetu. Okay. Okay, that is what we call as Hetvabhasas. Okay, middle term illusion is what is happening here in the Hetvabhasas. So Hetvabhasa, Hetu means middle term. So middle term mistakes is happening in the Hetvabhasas fallacies. Okay, example, if we see smoke, fire in that hill. If we see some kind of smoke, we feel that there is fire. Okay, so in this, we have to find that the fire is the major term. I told you how we are taking it in the previous class videos. I told you about in Indian logic how we are taking the major term and minor term and the middle term. Okay, it is different from that. We have already studied the logical reasoning in the previous videos. Okay, so fire is the major term, hill is the minor term, and smoke is the middle term here. So by keeping that in mind, we have to understand how we are using the Hetvabhasas. So smoke is the middle term. So keep that in mind. Hetvabhasas, how it is changing. We have to find it. And the characteristics of Hetvabhasas. Okay, what are the different characteristics we can see in it? Paksha Dharmada. Okay, Paksha Dharmada is the first type of characteristics or its types we can say. It must be present in the minor term. It must be present in the minor term means the middle term should be present in the minor term. Which is the minor term? That is the hill. Okay, hill is the minor term. So the middle term should be present in the minor term. For example, smoke must be present in the hill. Then only we will get an idea that there is fire. Okay, that is the first one. Next is Sapaksha Swativa. Okay, Sapaksha Sativa. It must be in all positive instances major term exists. Major term, you know what is major term? That is major term means there is a fire. Fire should be seen in all the positive instances. Okay, in kitchen we can see the fire. A hill we can see the fire can be happen. So connected to that, smoke can be seen in kitchen. So middle term is connected to the major term by sa paksha swatika. Okay, swatika. Sutiva, and this is a positive instances means wherever we can see the smoke, there we can find the fire is the positive side of it. Okay. Next is Vipaksha Sativa. It is absent in all negative instances. In major term is absent. That is, fire cannot be seen in lake or in water. So the smoke is absent there. So negative instances means the fire in some places we cannot find the fire. Smoke must be absent in lake. Why? Because it is fire cannot be seen in the lake. That is middle term cannot be seen in the lake. So smoke must be absent in the lake. So you have to keep that in mind. Okay, how the middle term is connected to the major term or the minor term, and according to that, these different types of characteristics are coming to the Hetvabhasas. Okay. Next is abhadida. Abhadida, it is a non-incompatible with minor term. That is incompatible with minor term means you know that major term. Okay, major term, it has no relation with the minor term. For example, fire is cool. Okay, fire is cool means you know fire. Can the fire be cool? No, it must not prove the coolness. We cannot, can we prove that the fire is cool? No, we cannot do that. This is by hearing the word fire is cool from the sentence itself, it get a clear idea that the sentence which is given is very wrong. That is called abadida. Okay, but it is called abadida. Okay, fire that is cool from the sentence itself, it is clear that the clear inference is that the sentence itself is wrong. Next is aviruddha. Aviruddha is absence of counteracting reason lead to contradictory conclusion. What it is? Smoke is eternal because it is cool. You know that is a blunder thing. Both thing, that is the reason as well as its contradictory, both is wrong. That is called aviruddha. Okay, smoke is eternal because it is cool. Both is wrong. Coolness is wrong. Eternal is wrong. Both is wrong. So both these things come together. What we call as aviruddha. Okay. So I have told about 5 main characteristics of that is Hetvabhasas. I think you are clear about it, as you have to go through it, find the examples, study it, then only you will able to understand it. You have to take some time to understand the words inside it. Okay. Next is kinds of fallacies. There are different kinds of fallacies connected to this. Asiddha or Sandhya Sama. Okay, Sandhya Sama. Sandhya Sama, you know, Sandhya, you know, it is the major term. Okay, Asiddha or Sandhya Sama. That is unproved middle term. But here we are talking about Hedu is connected to middle term. That is why it's given like this, unproved middle term. Unproved middle term means we cannot prove what it is given. Sky lotus is, like one of the examples is that sky lotus is fragrant. You know that sky looks like a lotus. It is fragrant. It is an absurd thing. So sky lotus is a wrong thing and it's a fragrant. It is also a wrong assumption is given here. So Asiddha or Sandhya Sama. And we cannot prove the middle term. Okay. Next is Aksharaya Siddha. Okay. Minor term is the focus of the middle term. That is, minor term get more importance than the middle term in the case of Aksharaya Siddha. In these cases, you just know what it is. Okay. They will ask simple type of questions only from this side. Direct questions only they will ask from this side. Minor term is the focus of middle term. Then what we call it. Like this only the questions will come. Not more complicated questions we cannot expect from this side. Okay. Next is Sarupa Siddha. Sarupa Siddha is minor term, not unreal. Sarupa Siddha is minor term, not unreal means we are not able to connect the real instances connected to it. Okay. There is unreal things are coming there. We cannot find whether it is real or not. We are getting in a confusion, which is real, which is not real. That is called Surupa Siddha. Similarity, some kind of similarity come there, and we are in a confusion whether it is right or wrong. That is what we called as a kind of fallacies known as that is Surupa Siddha. Both these come under Asiddha or Sadhya Sama. Okay, that is we cannot prove the middle term. Okay, that is what we called as Asiddha or Sadhya Sama. That is the word you have to know. Next is Savyabhicharya or Anekantika. Okay, irregular middle term. Irregular middle term means sound is eternal because it is audible. You know, it is an sound is eternal because it is audible. Can we find it is any kind of connection there? It is very difficult. So such kind of things is case of Savyabhichara or Anekantika. Okay, irregular middle term is using here. Next is Sat Pratipaksha. Sat Pratipaksha means middle term contradict by other middle term. One middle term is contradicting the other middle term. Two sentences I have given here. Sound is eternal because it is audible. You know it is wrong. Sound is not eternal because it is produced. Both are wrong. One is contradictory to the other. Both sentences are contradictory. That what we call as Sat Pratipaksha. Only one sentence is there. We call it as Anaikantika. If two sentences are contradictory, we call it as Sat Pratipaksha. Okay. Next is Badida, non-inferentially contradicted middle term. That is non-inferentially without more detailization, we get a conclusion that it is wrong. Fire is called because it is substance. You know, it is an absurd thing. From the word itself, from the sentence itself, it is clear that it is wrong. That is what we call as badida. Okay. Non-inferentially contradictory middle term means fire is called because it is substance. Fire cannot be cold. So from that itself, it is contradictory. So it what we call as badida. Next is viruddha. Viruddha means opposite things. Contradictory middle term. Middle term is getting contradictory. Sound is eternal because it is produced. Okay. Sound is eternal because it is produced. It is both are contradictory. That is what we call as viruddha. So you have to know the different kinds of fallacies, and you also know the characteristics of Hetvabhasas. It's important. You just want to know it directly, only they will ask questions from this side, not by showing some examples or something. Usually it is like that. So you must know what the word meaning it is. Okay, what it stands for and how it comes, and you study some of the examples also. If you have any doubts, you can ask through the comment box. Okay. I think you are clear about the topics we have already discussed, and the logical reasoning is completed here. We have covered all the syllabus of the logical reasoning. Okay, what all the questions they will ask, I told you during the classes itself. So be clear about it. Go through the videos, study well. You can score like the max. It is logic, it is like max. If you study the rules properly, you are able to get it in a proper way. So if you have doubts, you can ask through the comment box. Okay, you are keep in touch with me. We can meet in the next class. Okay, good luck for all of you. Study well.